I'm going to show you one of my absolute favorite products that kills weeds, and the best part is that it's safe for grass. I'll go over how to mix it, how to apply it, and then I'm going to show you two things you can mix with it to get even better results. In my lawn, I've got a lot of weed pressure going on, and while it looks okay from a distance, up close you can see I've got big leafy weeds everywhere, a few dandelions, a bit of clover, really a good collection of undesirables. But the good news is that there's a product out there that I really like that can clear up all that junk no problem, and it won't hurt the grass either. Ortho Weed Be Gone is my go-to weed control product, and I like it for three reasons. Number one, availability. You can get this stuff almost anywhere. Home Depot, Lowe's, Menards, Walmart, everybody's going to stock this because it's really popular. Of course, I like to order everything online from Amazon because I'm lazy, but sometimes you need to source things locally, and time is of the essence. The second reason is value. This product is pretty affordable and you can get it in a few different sizes, and it even comes in one of those hose and sprayer bottles, but I buy the concentrate in bulk because it's the cheapest and I just mix it myself. The third reason is that it actually works. I've gotten great results, and this stuff can kill so many different weeds that it's basically the Frank's Red Hot of herbicides. I put that shit on everything. I'm gonna need a pump sprayer, and you can use a small manual pump one, but if you're new to lawn care, I highly recommend investing in a backpack sprayer. This is the one from Greenworks, and it's awesome, but the main advantage with one of these is that the pressure is maintained automatically by the battery. No pumping at all. I've got my makeshift table set up with a ram tailgate, but obviously you can use whatever you have. Just make sure that it's up high enough to put the backpack on when the tank is full. A Silverado or F-150 tailgate would work just fine. My memory for mixing ratios is garbage, so one thing I like to do is look it up once, then I write it on the jug how many ounces per gallon I'm shooting for. That way I have it for easy reference in the future, and it looks like I'm targeting 2 ounces per gallon for the spot spraying that I'll be doing. The tank capacity is advertised at 4 gallons, but I like to stay a little bit under that so that I have room to mix my products. I'll add the water first, and I'm adding 3.5-ish gallons. So that means I'll add 6-ish ounces, and yes, that's the Weed Be Gone. I didn't pee in the cup. Another hot tip is to get a cheap set of mixing cups. If you're a new homeowner or just getting into lawn care, you'll have to measure stuff all the time, and a set of cups and a cheap food scale are great to have. And no, don't just take stuff from the kitchen. You need a dedicated lawn care set. Earlier I said there's two products to add to this mix to maximize results, and the first one is called Laser. It's a spray pattern indicator dye that makes it really easy to see where you've sprayed, and more importantly, where you haven't. Even coverage is the name of the game, and a half ounce of this dye per gallon mixed in the tank gives you the visual indicator necessary to nail it every time. You can get different colors, but blue is the most common, and you can add this to any liquid application to help you see better, not just this product. The second product that you don't want to skip out on is called a surfactant. Weeds, and most plants for that matter, are covered in a waxy coating that makes them somewhat hydrophobic, meaning they repel liquid. It's a similar effect to a freshly waxed car where the water will bead up and roll off, and you can see on this crabgrass exactly what I mean. The problem is you don't want your herbicide to bead up and roll off. You want the leaves to fully absorb the product so that it kills the weed faster, and to do that, you add a surfactant. You can see on these plants I'm spraying with water that it's beading up and you can see the droplets. But if I add a surfactant to my water and I spray these same plants, the water is now sheeting and completely covering the leaves, and that's what I want. This is a product from Southern AG, and it works amazingly well, but if you need a quick fix, add a little dish soap to your tank and the results will be comparable. Backpack sprayers are heavy when they're full, and you can see the advantage of the high-mounted tailgate table. Be careful not to lose control and totally eat it as you're putting it on. For the spray pattern, I like the tip that gives me the finest mist possible for maximum leaf coverage. You're not trying to blast the weeds with a jet stream, you're trying to get a light mist to stick to as much of the plant as possible. You can see me working my way around the yard, spot spraying the weeds, and I always prefer a spot spray instead of a full blanket spray. Less product is needed for spot spraying, and that's going to save me money. You can also see how easy it is to tell where I've sprayed because of the blue marker dye. Now I'm going to work the tree line a little bit and show you how a big plant can still be taken down by this product. I'll get complete coverage on the big leaves because that's what gets the best results. This will be stubborn, so I'll definitely be hitting that guy. After I'm done spraying, I like to clean my sprayer out using this tank cleaner called Blazer. I do a little splash, mix in some water, give it a good shake, and make sure to run the sprayer so that it clears out the lines too. When all the product is purged through, I rinse everything with water, and that's going to keep my sprayer nice for the next time I need it. The next day, I can easily start to see the carnage. Drooping and shriveled leaves are a good sign that things are going in the direction of death. Everything that was sprayed is starting to wilt and die off, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. A few days later and you can see even more progress. Things are not looking good for those weeds, and I don't think they're gonna give me too much trouble in the future. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel. I post DIY home and lawn care content all the time. And hey, thanks for watching.